I forgot to turn my microphone on. My apologies. Anyways, we're restarting. Going from the beginning. Hey, it's Valkyrie Love. You're probably not so local religious extremist. I am exhausted. Like, this has been a week, man. Week. And my chair moved too far back. My bad. Yeah. Oh, it is. It has certainly been something. Just had all of the crazy stuff going on. Yeah, the camp I was going to, that lights out was at 11:45 p.m. and our breakfast was at 7:15 a.m. So I'm a little bit tired at this point. We're recovering, we're getting there, but at the moment, nah. My goodness, I don't have my chat set up properly. Why are you there? Come, sir. Come hither. Be normal. I'm asking my chat to be normal. My chat's not gonna be normal. Okay, Frank. Frank is still there. Nice to see you, Frank. How's it going? Um, man, I'm not hydrated enough this week, and now I'm trying to, and it's not working. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, so, point of today's stream. So we're just gonna, I don't know, we're just gonna work on Dragon, do some talking about stories from camp. I have my notebooks with me that I used to take notes in, so we're gonna talk about that. I cannot see my audio levels. Be reasonable, please, thank you. My goodness, set up something. I'm not insane, I promise I know what I'm doing. Kind of. Anyways, yeah, I think I have everything set up properly. I did a couple of tests beforehand. I turned my mic off to start because it is a battery-powered mic, and I don't want it to die in the middle of stream. I have a second one, set of two, but still, that would be a hassle. So we're just gonna hope that it doesn't die. I believe it is at full battery, but still. Yeah, I don't know that there's anything else I specifically want to say before we start, so we'll head over and hope that the hand cam is actually not laggy all over the place. Okay. Yikes. It's like a second behind. Okay. Okay, we're good. Alright, so this was where we got last time. Dragon. We got this little wing, which I'm very happy with. But it's not, unfortunately, it needs to be extended more this way. Because um, this is not decent wing. Um, sorry, I lost my brain. Not formatting. Formatting isn't the right word. Proportions. My goodness, I'm tired. Wait a minute. I must observe. There we are. Okay. Yeah, so this is where we got the last time through. I think probably gonna put, it's a little bit difficult to see how much more I want to put on here. We might just leave it here, honestly. Might leave it here and see where we get with the other stuff. Okay, so step one is literally just gonna be repeating this, doing this exact same thing now that I know what I'm doing. I may not have enough red bands total. I still have the other thing that I need to take apart. But I dropped something. We're good. Zertron, hey, how's it going? I'm doing well. I'm really happy to be back home from camp. And excited to work on the thing and discuss camp events. Yeah, we're I've not begun yet. I believe this stream, I'm basically just going to be attempting to imitate the swing, like make a repeat version of it. I'm gonna change this. So we're gonna hope that I remember how I did that because I don't know that I do. But yeah. Oh no, I had a thought and then I lost the thought. I'm very good at doing that. Um, yeah, camp was interesting. It was um it was basically what I expected. Um, 'Cause I mean, got the I mean it's like a Protestant like youth camp. I was basically expecting it to be a practically just like a glorified rock concert, basically. And that's essentially what it was. Um, I mean, I guess I enjoyed it for what it was once I stopped being like, man, this is like they should uh do things differently. Once I stopped like being upset at how they were doing things, I was able to enjoy it for what it was. I just had to stop thinking of it as like actual worship, I would suppose. I don't know. I enjoyed it for the glorified rock concert it was. Um, the theology aspect of it was just interesting. Um, so we did that? No, it's not. I have forgotten. I am but a fool. Fool and a moron. um, yes, I'm. See, you did some good progress. Hopefully, you remember. Yeah, hopefully. It's been literally a week since I've worked on this, so we're uh we're gonna hope. We're gonna hope. Looking forward to the finished product. Yeah, hopefully it'll look good. Since at least you had been at camp. Yeah, it definitely is. It was an interesting experience. Who are you? Okay, hold on. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Um, yeah, so it was um yeah, so there was 5 days. Oh, I hit my lava lamp. At least it wasn't my microphone. Yeah, no, so it was 5 days that I was at camp. Um, kind of. So you had the like oh my goodness, did I really do that? We're ignoring it. It's fine. Man, I don't remember how I did this. um, anyways, uh, yeah, it was camp. It was interesting. I had the I'm not going to share very many like identifying details about it. Um, there are a couple necessary ones for funny stories. Um, but yeah, it was rather fun. We got there, we left Monday morning, from my family's church. Um, Wait a minute. No, I'm just confused at you. I don't remember what I did. Oh dear goodness, the hand cam is so far behind. I have literally been holding the wing in front of the camera for like 30 seconds. That's not right, but I promise I will talk about camp. I just don't know what's going on. And I gotta figure out what I'm doing. 'Cause what did I do here? Man, I'm like I'm like, okay, you can't see my hand. Catch up, please. Like this close to just going and looking at the VOD to figure out exactly what I did here because what the heck? Like, I know what I did, but I don't know what I did. What are you? Legitimately. Oh my goodness. third device up here finally. Scoop that. Look at this. My goodness. I promise I mostly know what's going on. Harry's one of those how did I get here moments exactly. Once we get like down to here, down to this part, I can do this good. I can do this part. I don't remember what I did for here. Why do you like this? Perchance. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Oh, dear goodness. Okay, this was not the best idea to try to stream and remember exactly what I did while tired. Because you... I'm sorry, I'm holding it out frame. I need to hold it in camera. You was the 3 bins, and then the one at the end, and then this guy. Okay, so I know this part. This part is a 1 double loop in at the end, and it scoops up 2 go into that. So, yeah, you would go there. What else have you been up to lately? Not much other than, I mean, I was at camp most of the week. Other than that, I don't think I've really done anything else. I've, yeah, no, camp was basically the main event for me of the past few weeks. Or few days. I swear I had no words. Oh, goodness. Go off screen. Come up. There we are. Okay. Yeah, out with some IRL friends yesterday before one of them moved states. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm glad you got your friends. Yeah, I hope y'all had fun. What did y'all do together? Did you just like sit and talk, or was it a specific event? Mm, right. You are not correct. You are just blatantly incorrect. You're gonna go as such. Oh my goodness. I'm. I probably should not be attempting to do this when I am this tired, but it's okay. It's gonna be fine. Fine. That seems correct. I think, I think we got it. I think we're there. Okay. I don't know words basically. Yeah. We had fun. Yeah, I'm glad. It's mainly hang out with each other, played Super Smash Bros. Nice. That's fun. We made 3 Mii's talking and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's fair. Glad y'all enjoyed it. Um, yeah. But yeah, we got. I have words. I promise. The words are gone. Man, I keep just like focusing in on the hand tracking, the hand cam, not hand tracking, hand cam, 2 separate things. Hand cam randomly and being like, wow, that's like so far behind. I need to stop mentioning it though. It's gonna be um yeah, it's been here around 3 or 4 times. 4. Okay, we're good. Um yeah, so as camp was interesting. I have book of notes that I can observe throughout the stream. I probably should open that actually so that I can know what I'm hulking about because I don't remember half of what happened. Okay. Um. Hey, Marcus. It's nice to see you here. Morning, everyone. Long time no see. I'm very happy to see my friend Doshi again after so long. Yeah, it's really nice to be back and so nice to see you again. Um, I would come by whenever the stream started, but I was going through a little something that I don't know if it'd be okay to say on here. Yeah, that's entirely fair. Yeah, no worries at all. It's nice to have you here. Glad to be back anyway. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's really nice to have you back, Marcus. Yeah, we haven't done very much yet anyways. I'm basically just sitting here trying to remember exactly what I'm doing and exactly what I did last stream because I don't know that I do remember. But we're gonna figure it out. Crossbands. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so yeah, we left Monday morning from my family's church. Um, yeah, crossbands here. Um, yeah, it was a Monday morning leaving. We had to get there at like 8:30 and loaded the buses and left by like 9. Um, yeah, we on the way down got lunch at a Wendy's that was insane. I don't entirely know what was going on there. They gave me the wrong amount of change for my food and they didn't even give me a receipt, so um I couldn't say anything about it. Um like because if I had gone back up there, it would have just been like, "Oh, well there's no receipt. We can't prove that you're telling the truth." Oh no, wait. You're wrong. You should be there. It was weird. They also gave me a quarter that I was scared wasn't legitimate money at first. Um, because it looked weird. Turns out it was I don't even know, like, not, I think it was a Harriet Tubman quarter that, like, barely exists. Like, there's only, like, a few of them. And I don't know why, I don't know why they gave me that, but I was supposed to get 56 cents, and I got, um, and I got this dragon, or not this dragon, sorry. I'm thinking of dragon. I got this quarter and nothing else. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Not a problem. We'll have some streams from time to time. Yeah, yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll get there. How long does this kind of dragon take, if you remember? Um, it depends on exactly what's like. I don't know. It depends on like I guess exactly how many times I will mess up something small and have to redo it. Um, Typically, it'll take maybe 6 hours of work, but this being the second one that I've designed on my own, it's been a little while since I've made it. Since I've made a dragon, I mean, probably between 6 and 12 hours of work, I would say. I may do a little bit of work off stream, like some of the like replicating stuff. Like if I've made um like two of the legs, I might make the same two legs for the other side, like off stream, so that we don't have to sit here for hours just watching me repeat stuff. But yeah, I didn't want to do that with the wing, um, because I didn't have time. Basically, that was the whole thing is I didn't have time to do that. I'm glad you could be here. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'm really glad Marcus could be here as well, and Sarah, you as well. It was band camp for? Was it for your church? Um, so it wasn't band camp that I was going to. Band camp. I have my marching band camp next week. Yeah, it starts in just over a week, I believe. Um, and so it was this was just my family's church's like youth group camp that I went to. Harriet Tubman is a quarter that people unironically used. I heard they exist, but I'm surprised they actually get used. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't know they existed um until like I got one. Um but yeah, I don't know. Is that Wendy's just had weird quarters, it seems. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I should have brought my backpack upstairs. I have it in my backpack, but I didn't bring the backpack upstairs. I just brought my notebooks out of the backpack. But yeah, no, the Wendy, it was really weird. I don't understand what was going on there, but it was like insane. Um, no, there's been around since 2020, ever since the whole Black Lives Matter movement started really popping off. Ah, I see. That checks out, yeah. Wait a minute. Grabbed the wrong thing there. Yeah, no, that checks out. I had never seen one before. Um, or I don't think I was aware of the existence before that. I was really just scared that they had given me like a fake quarter. Um, what the heck? Oh my goodness. Okay, be functional, please. Be normal, perchance. Okay, we're good. Never seen them IRL either, but I did on the news. Fair, that's fair. Um, and I might at the end of stream run downstairs and grab that to show y'all. Yeah, it was just interesting, I feel like. But, I don't know. It was a really interesting experience. Um, it was the ride down from camp. I believe we got there at around 2. I think it's about a 3-hour drive. But like we stopped for lunch and everything with our, 80 something person youth group. Uh, I bumped the camera. We're okay. Um, yeah, with our, like 80 something person youth group, which took a while, as you might expect. It seemed to me there does seem interesting to me too. Yeah, it was so weird. Um, I would have been really upset if they hadn't, and if they had given me, like not enough change and the coin that they gave me wasn't even like a real coin. I would have been so angry. Um, but there's a person entering my room. One moment. I got the light turned out on me. But yeah, I don't know what that was about. But anyways, yeah, it's weird lunch experience. Fun. Um, and oh wait, I have stories to tell that aren't related to this camp trip, but that are related to camp in general. This was the closest that we've ever been to being on time whenever we get to this specific camp. Um, because just about or both years previously that we'd gone to this camp, we had had so many bus problems. It's like not even funny. Like the first year we didn't even get there until like 8, I'm fairly certain, because like our bus got in a crash on the way to pick us up, and then um the bus got in a crash on the way to pick us up, and then it like broke down. The new one that they sent us broke down, and we had to like get a different bus and all the way out to like middle of nowhere. It was crazy. And then the year after that, no, sorry, that year it broke down like 4 times. And then the year after that was the year it got in a crash on the way to pick us up, and so we didn't leave until like noon something. Oh, yeah, we have not had great experiences with buses, but oh well. Are you a counselor for the youth camp? No, I'm not. I was attending the youth camp. This is one of the last years that I am able to do so, but yeah, no, not a counselor. Not yet. No, that's the wrong one. Am I trying to imitate that one? You're wrong. It's 2, and then you swoop down orange, and then a double loop. Okay. Okay. 2, orange, and double loop. Okay. Okay. I know what I'm doing now. Yeah, so buses have not always gone well for us, but it's okay. Um, we got there okay this year and unpacked and just sat around and basically did nothing for like 3 hours until supper time. Um, which was I think this was the first year that we've gotten there early enough to eat supper. Um, like I'm fairly certain every time before that we have not gotten there early enough to eat supper the first night. um, for reference, dinner is at like 6 p.m. We leave at 9. That is not good. See what you mean with the bus troubles here. It does seem like a big struggle for everyone. Yeah, absolutely. It's been an insane few years. We switched bus companies, I think, because we had been using AT&T buses. Those went horrendously, and so we have a different bus company that we use now. Um, I don't know what's going on with that, but it it worked this year. It went fine. Nothing broke down. We were good. Yeah, thought you would have been too old. I didn't know they have late teens and early 20s in your group. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not quite that old yet. I believe next year is the last year, my attendance, because I'm going into my senior year of high school. Um, yeah. This, I don't even, the food there was whack. Like, I don't even know what was going on with that half the time. It was just a little bit insane. Do I have two different? I do have two different double looped bands there. No. Yes? No, that is a double band. Right? Wrong. Yes, no? No, yes? What are you? Okay, no, two double loop bands. Okay. Um, at least your little brother will hopefully be able to attend them without the bus issues you had if your new bus company holds up. Yeah, definitely. My goodness, he's gonna be able to go to camp next year. Oh my goodness. It's not allowed to be that old. It's not allowed to be that old. Mostly because I don't want to have to deal with him at camp. But anyways, um, and, oh, that makes sense. At least things are figured out now. Yeah, absolutely. What you mean about the dinner thing earlier? Too soon afterwards and all that? Yeah. Yeah, there have been multiple years where we've gotten there and we literally have not even been able to like pull our stuff off the bus. We've just had to run straight to the like worship whatever um time. At least you don't have to deal with them until you become a counselor. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, so we had dinner and then waited another like hour until the um worship service, which by the way, I will always find this very entertaining. Um the place where they have like the worship services and everything, which I don't like calling them worship services, but that's what they called them, so it's the official name for them. Um they was that is called the Hatch. Um and so like I every time I heard that this year I would think Hetch, Hetch, it's Hetch. And I would have to correct myself. Um, is the youth group Catholic only or general Christian youth camp? So, actually this is I was going with my family's church, so it was a Protestant youth camp. I believe technically it's like fully like officially affiliated with like Baptist stuff. So it is unfortunately not a Catholic youth camp, youth group, whatever. I am like 95% certain that I was the only Catholic there. But then again, it's my only basis for this is Protestant youth camp, probably not going to be many Catholics there. But I was there. So I don't know. I don't know. Um it was interesting. Um I I was able to enjoy it more once I stopped being angry that it wasn't Catholic, I think is the best way to say it. Less angry that it wasn't Catholic, and more angry that it wasn't like traditional. Some of the what is it? Because like some of the theology was a little bit whack. Some of the ways that they did things was a little bit funky, but once I stopped being like this is a worship thing and started just being like this is an extended week-long Bible study, um, I was able to enjoy it more. But your family was Catholic, and I remember that you said it was your ex-boyfriend that convinced you to convert. Yeah, yeah. I keep having to remind myself to say family's church and not what's it? And not my church because it's been my church my whole life. But it is no longer. But yeah. Traditional in what way? I don't I'm not entirely certain how to explain what I mean, but I think the best way to describe it is it was basically as I've mentioned previously, it was almost like glorified like Christian rock concert, you know? Um other small child is in here. One moment. Okay, so he's going to be in here now. And we're going to hope he doesn't say anything. Or, you know. Um thank you. Uh yeah, so it was basically just like uh the worship things like a big rock concert, which I didn't appreciate until I started thinking of it as a Christian rock concert instead of as worship. Um, but yeah, just traditional basically in that, and like the worship style and everything. Once I stopped thinking of it as worship and started thinking of it as like Bible rock concert study combination thingy, it was more enjoyable. Makes sense to me. If there were other Catholics there beside you, it would have been not very much. Yeah, definitely. This is what I did here, right? Yes, that is the same thing. Okay. Um, yeah. What way, if I may ask out of curiosity, where the theology is wacky? Um, as okay, I'm gonna get into some of that in a little bit. Um, like it's that's I have some specific things that I have noted down that I'm going to talk about once I get into the later parts of this. Christian rock concert. I may be Protestant, but that's still an instant oof. That's fair. That's fair. I think there are times and places for Christian rock concerts, but I think that place is not a like Bible camp where it's intended as worship, you know? I don't know. I may be very unnecessarily traditional in this, but still I give like during the services, like I would be sitting there, like especially the first few, I'd be sitting there and going like I would literally prefer just an a cappella Gregorian chant for worship. Like, quite literally. Like, this is it. I don't know. It just feels ridiculous. Yeah, I'll say one thing. I will say one thing I think Catholics do better than many Protestant churches is the tradition of the church. It's not a loud modern day influence thing. Yeah, definitely. You just have Bible studies, sing gospel songs and hymns, pray and fellowship. Yeah. Yes, I totally agree with that. Um and yeah, there's so much like tradition involved with all of the things, and it frustrates me that this is their opinion of worship, I suppose. Like in with there I don't think that there's anything wrong with the event itself. What bothers me is how they present it and how they view it. Um on a bad count. 13. That is not right. 13. That is 13. 3, 4, 6. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Dude. Right? Right? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now these guys. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Something is wrong here. Oh. I think I went one further on this. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, one moment. We'll fix that in a moment. Let's see, agree, I don't know about chants, but contemporary Christian music gives me a turn off for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy the Gregorian chants because it's like, it's prayers, things like that. And they sound beautiful as well. Um, but yeah, I really enjoy Gregorian chants just in general. Um, how do we know that music's biblically based and actually honoring God and not just used for feels? Yeah, exactly. Um, I heard the other day, I haven't fact checked this, so I don't know how true it is. But I heard somebody say the other day that that like contemporary Christian music and the things that they play at like the rock concerts and everything are literally like sonically formatted, like the chords are formatted specifically to like induce emotional reactions. I don't know how true this is because I haven't done research on it myself, but it was something that I heard and I found it interesting. I gotta extend this one more. But yeah, it was just interesting, I think. Um, It's great. There are Christian bands. There's a time and place for them, like you were saying. Yeah, seems like there should have been a better way for worship and whatnot. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's like I have nothing against like the Christian bands. It's like if this had been marketed as like I don't know Bible study and rock concert, great. That's great. I'm fine with that. But like worship and I don't know. It just felt weird to me. Like it felt off. Um, no, and then they had the first night's events was, you know, a lot of singing to kick the week off. And they had a dude talking and saying stuff that I took notes on that I will look at in a moment because I am fighting this for my life. um, okay, okay. That's why even though I don't really listen to chants, I prefer more old school. Hmm. I promise I can talk. More old school and vintage music like Swing Down a Sweet Cherry. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it felt more honest back then. Yeah, 100%. It's what? Sorry, one moment. One moment, y'all. I have a thing I must deal with. I will return in like 5 minutes, hopefully. My apologies. Hi, hello, I have returned. My apologies. My brother was being annoying and I had to get my mom involved on it. But we're good now. Even though these tying bands are horrible, why did I tie them so tight? My goodness. Mm. I'm normally better at this, I swear. It's tired, haven't done it in a while. I'm trying not to hit my microphone. I'll return to talking once I've gotten these because I must complete this task before I can talk. Okay. Let's do a little spin around. Yeah, so camp things, yes. It's my book of notes. Got just all of the insane handwriting. Hold on, I can't fit the whole thing in frame that way. All of my just insane, crazy handwriting, um, going on with this. But yeah, there's, let's see, what good notes do I have? This thing. In a moment. Once I've gotten this because I'm angry at it and I want it to be done with. um, had be able to talk more once I've gotten the decent part of this, but at the moment it's just angry. All of it angry. Sorry. Um. Okay. Forget. Oh my goodness. Wait. Do I really only have the? Oh my goodness. You're kidding. To unravel so much more of that other thing because these are like I literally have two more red bands here. I'm holding them up to the camera, however, my hand cam is glitching out. Two more, two of them. Oh, also, we're ignoring the ink on my hand. I covered my entire hand in pen ink because I got bored on the bus ride home. Um, yes. Wait, I bumped my microphone. I don't think it shook. Nope, there it went. Okay, okay. So, camp. Yes. What stuff do we got here? One moment. Okay. Where's my microphone? Where's my microphone? Must observe. Make sure it's catching audio. There we go. You definitely know you got a new hand or anything. Nah, yeah, definitely not. Fine. We're fine. It's okay. Um, hmm. Okay. Um, the bright side awaits that ink needs to model matches the person. Now, yeah, that's fair. That's fair, actually. Man, one of these streams, I should just, like, take, like, a Sharpie or something and just draw, like, model relevant tattoos on my hands to just see how that goes. That'd be funny. That'd be really funny. Um, yes, this is um a thing that's not from camp itself, but something he said reminded me of it. So when my mom was but a child, um, and it's like she had something that she had to do for school project, I think. No, not school project. She was homeschooled. Wouldn't be school project. I don't remember what this was. Um, being thrown at few gem lost tats too. Ooh, ooh, yes, this is a great idea. I will be doing this next hand cam stream. Um, so it was yeah, so when my mom was but a child, she had something she was doing don't remember why at this point. Where she had to go around with some of her friends and ask people how you thought or like how they thought you could get to heaven. Um Maybe Frank one too. Yes, definitely Frank. So much Frank. Frank's the best. Um yeah, so she would go around and be asking people, and most of them said things to the effect of like, well, you have to be a good person. If you're a good person, then you can uh if you're a good person, then you get to heaven. And which is to be expected with this sort of question. And but the one that my mom will always remember and that I will as well is this one dude who looked at her like she was crazy and said, "Well, I guess you gotta fly." And I don't know if he was messing with her or like fully serious, but I will remember that man forever. This was like 20 years before I was born. But it will stay that's going to stay with me because it's just it's so entertaining. I really hope that he didn't actually believe that. But I don't know. I don't know. I really hope he didn't actually believe that. But also, it's such a funny response. Okay, we're good now. We're good. Put him in a cowboy outfit and put him on his pony. I don't think I can draw that well, but I would love to. Um, yeah, we're having chat box down there, just tiny. Maybe he was an atheist or had old man humor. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what was going on with him, but still, I love that line. It's just so entertaining to me. I am choosing to believe that he didn't mean it seriously, or that he did and was later converted, but I I'm I don't know. It's such an entertaining line, and I really hope that he didn't actually believe it or that he doesn't believe it anymore, but still, I don't know. Um, let's do that. I don't think I have any more notes from this day, but yeah, it was yeah, day one was it was interesting. We had like a little like group church study thing that went on after that, and then we went back and supposedly went to bed. But it was a few hours before we went to bed. Gosh darn it, I gotta unravel more of this thingy. Okay. They are gonna have to throw things off to the side to deal with this. Where are you here? You should be in the box. Return to the box. My apologies, y'all. I forgot to clean up my desk first. Because I was working on unraveling this thing before stream. And I forgot to move away the ones that um what was I saying? Hmm. I don't know what I was saying. Ooh, okay, speaking of that conversation, I have a question. Why do Catholics believe that once saved, always saved isn't true and that faith itself is an act of works? Okay, so saved, always saved isn't true. Um, I'm not entirely certain I can adequately explain that. I because this is one of those things where I know what I believe and I know why I believe it in concept, but I don't have the correct theological terms to explain it to other people in a way that is convincing and doesn't involve me backtracking over everything to correct my statement because I've not thought about how to present this before. Um but once saved always saved isn't true because um hmm I'm trying to think of the best way I can explain this. Um, there are biblical references for this. One of which actually was in this study, um, or this week, which I found really entertaining that he switched around how the terms were defined halfway through. Um, which was talking about where is it? I must find the notes. John 15:2. My Bible's across the room. But hold on, I gotta go grab my Bible real quick. I have to find these verses so I don't misquote them. One moment. Okay, we're back. Where are we? It's First Corinthians. That's too far. Um. Okay. So, because John 15:2 is well. Okay, you're gonna read from the beginning. Is John 15:1 through 2. Um. Jesus talking, saying, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and every one that he does, he prunes so that it bears more fruit." Which is the guy talking construed this to mean um that the branches he is the branches that the Father is taking away are um like pieces of our own each individual person's lives that need to be removed, which that is true. He also says that. However, it also says that takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, which to be taken away it must be in him in the first place. This is just one piece of evidence. There are others that I don't have off the top of my mind, but this is the main one that I think of at the moment because this was just the discussion at camp. But yeah, so that's a piece of evidence for it, is that it's basically like hmm, the words that I'm looking for. Oh goodness. It's essentially that you can um have faith and be in Christ, but not be bearing fruit and still not be saved anymore, even if you were saved once. Um, again, I haven't looked into any specific theological terms on this. Um, I'm just aware of what I believe and what I'm fairly certain the Catholic Church believes, but I have not done the research of it myself, so I may be incorrect and I may have to um rescind some of these statements later. But that's that's my perspective on it, is basically like you can be in Christ, but if you don't have fruit, like you can be saved and be truthfully saved, but if you don't have fruit, if you don't live out your faith at all, um then it's not like you don't have to stay saved. Basically, you can run away again. um like because the whole story with the prodigal son is that he ran back to his father and was saved again. He can run away as many times as he wants to after that. Now, will he? Almost certainly not. But as prodigal children, we can decide, maybe we think we like the old life better and run back to it. And if we don't return to God again, then that's our decision, you know? See why that would disturb. Um, this proves the perseverance of the saints. Okay, I'm not entirely certain what that means. It's like a car wash where people all in become unclean, but see the errors of your ways. God can help you wash what you did and perform little makeovers when you mess up and return to Him again. Yeah, yeah, it's like as with most things, it's I think like a heart problem. Um, so it's like there are a lot of now there are a lot of atheists who grew up in the church who will say things like I never thought God was real. I never like trusted in him or anything like that. But there are also atheists who will at um there are also atheists who will say things like, no, yeah, I thought God was real. I thought he was real. I saw him do these things. I trusted my life to him, and then I something, this, that, or the other happened, and I became disillusioned or something like that. I'm not quoting anything specific. I'm just like summarizing a lot of things I've seen. But oh, there went the rubber band all the way over up there. But yeah, I don't know, it's interesting that there are so many atheists who will say like, yeah, I thought God was real. I really did trust him. I really did believe in him, and then left for this, that, or the other reason. Um, like because the once saved, always saved theology would suggest that like they never actually truly trusted in God, that it was all they didn't understand, so they didn't trust in the true God, whatever. But the Catholic position would be like, no, they did actually trust in God, but they ran away from him. Um, Perseverance of the Saints is another name for once saved, always saved. Ah, okay, got it. Got it. That makes sense now. Okay, I understand. I'm going to read back over the beginning section of your other message so I know what you're saying. See what I would disprove the perseverance of the saints. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. You had another question in the first message. Um, that faith itself is an act of works. Um, hmm. I think that phrasing is not quite correct. Um, it's so I like to turn to the book of James to talk about this. We're gonna flip over there real quick. I love me the book of James. It's one of my favorite books in the Bible, has been since before I was Catholic, but now that I am Catholic, I like it even more, you know? Um, so I have to be leaning back from my microphone to be reading the Bible. Oh, where is it? Talking about by works. Okay. Um, Faith and works. There's a whole section. Why is James your favorite? Um, I don't entirely have a solid reason for that. I think originally it was because verses 2 and 3, the first two verses are an introduction, but verses 2 and 3 are consider it all joy, my brothers, when you encounter various trials, for you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. I like that verse. Those are good verses. Just the whole book of James, I really enjoy. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a specific reason for it. I really enjoy the book of James. Did I drop the name? Oh dear. Oh well. That's what I meant to say. Oh well. We're not trying to go into it. But yeah, so there's section in James. I might read through the whole section. It's chapter 2, verses starting in verse 14 and going to the end of the chapter. Um, what good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister has nothing to wear and has no food for the day, and one of you says to them, go in peace, be warm, keep warm and eat well, but you do not give them the necessities of the body, what good is it? So also faith of itself, if it does not have works, is dead. Indeed, someone may say, you have faith and I have works. Demonstrate your faith to me without works, and I will demonstrate my faith to you from my works. You believe that God is one, you do well. Even the demons believe that and tremble. Do you want proof, you ignoramus? I haven't read this translation of it before, and that is epic. Ignoramus. Um, that faith without works is useless. Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he offered his son Isaac upon the altar? You see that faith was active along with his works, and faith was completed by the works. Thus the scripture was fulfilled that said Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness, and he was called the friend of God. See how a person is justified by works and not faith alone. In the same way, was not Rahab the harlot also justified by works when she welcomed the messengers and sent them out by a different route? For just as a body without a spirit is dead, so also faith without works is dead. Um, Whereas there was another verse, that I liked, um, somewhere in James, but that section is one of the main things that I go to because it's talking about, now it's true that, um, while it is true that faith without works cannot save you, it is also true that works without faith cannot save you, so just being a good person won't save you. But if you only have faith and you do not have works, then that is not, then your faith is dead, you know? Get it without works, we can't show our faith, and showing our faith to the world is half the proof we have it at all. Yeah, basically. It's, yeah, the Protestant interpretation of this section is similar to baptism, of it is a demonstration of your faith slash, it is, uh, what is it? Oh, it is a sign that you have true faith, not that you need works to be saved, but that without works you aren't saved, you know? But yeah, and the Catholic interpretation is the Catholic interpretation being that, you know, you have um uh like, you know, you have works and the works make the faith alive, I would say. Hi, shark. Hi. Life is crazy. Yes, definitely. Life is so crazy. Yeah, how's it going? How are you doing? I'm talking theology and making rainbow loom dragons. And we get some insane stuff whenever you tune into my streams. Um, I'm not gonna have enough red to do this whole dragon. It's okay. What is it? I can't save by faith. It's the verse that I like is we are not saved by faith alone, but by faith through works. I don't believe that was in the section that I read. Justified by works. No. One moment. So you blamed for the theology talk. I'm doing a stream talking about a youth camp that I went to. We're gonna be talking about theology, but no, yeah, I appreciate you asking the question. I enjoy talking about that. Stayed up till 2 a.m. making a cardboard tactical vest and knife for no reason. That is epic. I'm gonna need you to send me the pictures of those. Like, absolutely. I need those. um oh, where is the verse? We're not saved by faith alone, but by faith through works. Hmm. I don't know. I may be a fool. Maybe a person is justified by worth and not faith alone. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find it again later. I'll look at it later. But yeah. Um. Anything else that I want to talk about? Day one. Nah, day one gone. Day one gone. Step to two playing Peak with another friend's app. That's fun. Yeah, that does sound really fun. Yeah, oh yeah. Um, day two was, woke up at 7 so that I could get out of bed. I literally just went to breakfast in my pajamas. Um, I had forgotten, um, before getting halfway there that said pajamas are in fact, it was just random shirt and fuzzy owl pajama pants. Um, but it was too late at that point. Had I did the breakfast thing, and then I went back and spent like 30 minutes doing fancy makeup. When most girls say that they spend like 30 minutes to an hour doing makeup, um, like you know exactly what to picture. Not with me. Um, I I am certifiably insane. Um, and I'm talking like face paint, like um freaking what's it? What's it? Face paint. Like if you look up like Viking makeup, I'm fairly certain that if you just Google like Viking makeup reference image, you'll get a lot of the things that I like to do. Um And so I spent practically an hour and a half on that. It was not practically an hour and a half, practically half an hour to an hour on that. Um, and I also like to color code all of my outfits. As the Protestant crazy reached you. See, the funny thing about that is that I was simultaneously both like the most traditional and most insane person there, if that makes sense. Like I was literally showing up to a worship service with like a friggin' chapel veil and like full face of Viking makeup. Um Shark, I would like to ask that you remove that message. Um if you wouldn't mind. I don't know if I can. How does one do this? My goodness. I cannot function. We're gonna. I don't know how Twitch chat works because I have not had it at all. I wonder your friends say you're the most radical of your group. Absolutely. It's wild. It's wild. Um, where are we? Exist. Be proper. Do not start playing. I'm gonna be so upset if you start playing. Come on, man. Um, as in it's private IRL information type of deal. Yeah. Weird. Oh no. That's when the energy be getting you with that face paint at the group camp. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna um you know, can't figure out what I'm doing. It's fine. It's okay. Settings. Deleted messages. Why? You deleted messages? How did Okay, well it's gone off the screen now, so we're gonna I don't know. We'll be I'll mess with that after stream. Um I'll probably end up removing the VOD from Twitch and then editing it on to upload on YouTube. Um, but yeah, like some girls take so long to get ready. Here's my 5 minute makeup routine. Yeah, yeah, I spend so long on my makeup, but not because it's like, fancy, like girly makeup. I literally just have the Viking makeup. It's epic. Viking makeup is legit amazing. I am very glad you think so. Um, I really appreciate it. I'd say the most radical of the group. Yeah, definitely. Um, I'm the most radical in like 7 different directions. It's insane. Oops, yeah, no worries, you're good. I'll be able to deal with that after. Um, yeah, it's private IRL information. It's not, um, yeah, it's not too bad. Um, so it's like, nickname sort of thing, but I still would like to remove that after stream. Could be getting to yes. Yeah. Yeah, your Wi-Fi is really bad. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you some other time. Thanks for popping in. Really appreciated seeing you. Um, let's agree. I also think Viking makeup is amazing. It's a bit strange to see on a youth camp. Yeah, absolutely. It's it's real fun, real fun. I'm curious. I'm going to try to find, hold on, Viking makeup. We're just gonna look for Viking makeup and see what comes up. Because I'm trying to find a specific one, that I can show y'all that I like, that I've done previously. I could transfer something from my phone, but I don't know if, I mean, it'd probably like glitch out the stream. If I were to try to do that. So we're going with this instead. Come on, dude. I have a very specific one that I'm thinking of, and I don't know where it is. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'll find that after stream. Um, but yeah, no, it is. It's been so much fun just doing all of that and concerning a lot of people, I would assume. Um, I'm literally because I am literally over there with, Viking makeup and a like chapel veil in a worship service, like singing a Gregorian chant under my breath because I don't want to sing along with the actual song. It's I get a little bit insane sometimes, but it's okay. It's fun. It's fun. So for the biking makeup, it is really fun. Yeah, definitely. It looks cool too. Yeah. Yeah, it's so much fun. And each day one thing that I made sure to have was regardless of what else I had, I'd put what is it? Marian cross. The symbol on the back of the miraculous medal for Mary being at the foot of the cross at Jesus' crucifixion. I'd put that on my forehead literally every day. Um, and I had probably 10 different people at least ask me what it was, which was very nice. Um, very fun to, um, it was a very fun thing. Um, yeah, and I also, um, will tend to like color code my outfits. Especially like because I have my colored contacts that I wear. I have one blue, red, pink, and purple. Um, and so I will color code my outfits to those contacts. Um, and it was really fun. I got a lot of surprising amount of compliments on them. Um, there was one girl who was like complimenting my ability to like match outfit colors, and I was like, "Thank you so much. I've literally worn the same outfit every day, but I've changed the shirt underneath it. So I have like a black like sleeveless vest thing and black ripped jeans and like a corset thing." And then I would just change the shirt that I had on underneath it to like, or the tank top rather, to match whatever color I was going with that day. But yeah, as well, maybe insane, but you're a good kind of sane. Good kind of insane. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm very glad you think so. Mega churches do way worse and way weirder. That is very true. Yeah. Yeah. I am the good kind of insane. Yeah, so that Tuesday. What happened Tuesday? He's a fashionista confirmed. One would hope. I'm not entirely certain if I could label myself as a fashionista, but I do enjoy dressing up and all of the clothes stuff. Find it fun. I don't remember if I've said this on stream before. I've said this to multiple people that I find it so entertaining how like the more I think about it, the more I realize that I do all of the normal girly things and I like care about all of the normal girly things, but not in the normal way. Um, like so I because like yeah, I care about, like the clothes, the makeup, the shoes, the hair, and then you look at me and it's like goth clothes. I got the band. Um, we've got the goth clothes, the Viking makeup, the like pseudo mohawk thingy, which is basically like what I have on my model. However, um, sorry, in actuality, like it's not. I don't know if you can see on here, but on my model, I have the back of it shaved as well, and in actuality, I don't. Ah, why did it pull up my camera? Go wait, the status is unstable. What the heck do you mean? You're fine. Connection status is good. You're okay. Um, Traditional girl with the methods of a tomboy. Precisely. Precisely. So much fun. So much fun. Love being tomboy. Um, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. No, we're going with it. We're going. We're going. It's fine. It's fine. Um, yeah, it was, trying to remember what happened. on Tuesday, because I can't think of it. I'm very, very bad at remembering things. I bumped my camera. Darn it. I don't remember a lot of what happened Tuesday. It was just kind of a more boring day, I guess. What notes do I have? I don't have anything for Tuesday morning, it seems. Um, ooh, things for Tuesday evening. Um, I don't know. I can't find anything else on that. Tuesday. Ooh, yeah, Tuesday was the day they had so the camp that we went to has what they call track times. Um, where it's the audio might be weird because I'm leaning down below the mic so I can see this. They have track times each day where some of them are fun, some of them are more like theology, I guess. Where um they're like some of it, like sometimes they'd have things like dodgeball and like basketball tournaments, and then um have things like how to study your Bible and things of that nature. Um, and so the first day I went to the how to study your Bible one. It was oh, something happened. It was interesting. I have my notes here for it. I took a lot of notes on this one. A lot of notes. Um, because it was talking about like asking questions um to the Bible verses and like figuring out exactly what it's talking about in each of the things instead of just like, skimming it. I enjoyed that one. That was really, really interesting. It's an outdoor education time. Basically, yeah. It's not all of them were outdoor. Quite a few were inside different places, but yeah. Um, it was interesting. Also had the I know what I'm saying. Uh, what happened Tuesday? What did happen Tuesday? I don't recall. Start a stream and talk about camp. Don't remember what happened at camp. That makes perfect sense. um, good. Okay. Okay. Um, yeah. It's Tuesday. Tuesday was the first full day at camp. Yeah, Tuesday was the first full day. Um, and it was something. It was all right. Oh, they had at the morning session that they had. I don't want to call it worship because it wasn't. I don't. The morning like rock concert thing. They had like a little skit drama playing out. Was interesting. They had what they called squad wars, where they had all the different because there were like three, not rows, three sections, going like left to right. There were like, the three different like sections of seats like that. And so it was, like it, and so they had each of the three sections had a separate, like mascot, um, and like a separate like team that they were going for. And like if you were the first team out, then you had to spin what the dude called the Wheel of Doom, and if you were the first, and if you won, then you got to try to hit a target. And if you hit the target, which was a stupidly difficult shot, nobody made it all week. Then you would get to spin the Wheel of Boom to see what you got. Um, it was something. It was, I don't know, it was something. Um, all of the all of this going on. It was why are you why are you that way? Why are you ooh. Um wait, hold on, I'm gonna fix this and then I will read your message, Marcus. Are you both down there? Okay, we're good. Speaking of that Bible topic you guys studied, I find it interesting how, though it's one collective book, the writing styles, vocabulary, and even whether it's personal or not, vary so much between Testament and verses, and often question prodigal son was a real event or just a parable, since we often see that story as real in most adaptations. Yeah, it's interesting. The Bible is just fascinating in general, like both the historical evidence for it, like the historical evidence for it, the difference, um, like the way it came to us. I would say, just all of it is just fascinating to think about. Um, Shooting does sound interesting. Was the shot difficult even for excellent shooters? Yeah, yeah, because they had like a bow and arrow thing, um, and it was like a tiny target, like maybe the size of a dinner plate, and there was a hole in the middle that was like just barely larger than like the head of the arrow, it was a foam arrow, by the way. It was a foam arrow. Um, it was like the exact opposite side of the auditorium from the stage. It was insane. I don't think anybody even touched the target all week, and there were maybe 15 to 20 shots. So it was incredible. Um, like just ridiculous. Hitting meanings in each story and how everything is connected, even if not every single thing is. Yeah, definitely. Um, Squad. It was because I believe they called it Squad Wars. It was fascinating. Keep moving my legs and then having to adjust very carefully so that I can put them back in a reasonable position. Um, Water. That's what I need. Need water. Mm, yeah. Um. Yeah. So I believe the second day was when my brother, because I've got two of them. One of them is going into his first year of middle school, and the other one is going into sophomore year of high school. Um, and when he's going into his sophomore year in high school was at camp. And I believe Tuesday is the day where he first climbed the tree because outside of the rooms where we were staying, um they had like there were like trees. And so he climbed a tree. These are great climbing trees, by the way. Like amazing climbing trees. And this man climbed the tree and he spent probably half of the time throughout that week just in the tree. Like that was just what he did. That was where he was. He became known to a group of people from a different church that was there as the tree dweller. Um like it was He was the tree dweller. Some people called him the Lorax. Kept asking if he spoke for the trees. It was incredible. I only witnessed this a couple times because I spent most of my free time in other places, but it was insane. Gotta bounce now because I have house cleaning to do. It's fair. It's fair. I'm back and it was awesome chatting. Yeah, it was really nice. It's really nice being back and it was really nice seeing you again, Marcus. Sorry if I went a bit too left field and sometimes. Oh, no worries at all. Um, this is just fun little talking stream. So yeah, you can always feel free to ask any questions like that. Might have been a little bit off topic, but hey, this is random theology discussion stream basically. So we're rolling with it. We're just having fun. We're just sitting and vibing. I don't know. Um, yeah. Um, I'll see you some other time, Marcus. It's nice seeing you here today. What else do we got? What was I talking about? Oh yes, the tree dweller. Yeah. Um, so my brother, the tree dweller, for some reason. And he got in on this as well. It wasn't like he was just up in the tree and he was like, oh, why are people caring about this? He was like invested. I almost said obsessed, and it took me a minute to think of the right word. He was like invested. He started calling the people who were making fun of him as the tree dweller, he started calling them the land peasants. Um, and there were multiple times throughout the week where he would be like, hey, Carrie, that's a land peasant over there. That there is a land peasant. You should go make fun of her. I'm like, no, I'm not. What? He's like, no, just go up to her and call her a land peasant. It'll be funny. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that to some random girl. And he's like, she's not random. She's a land peasant. And I'm like, dude, no. it it was wild. I Also, on one of the last night, oh, that broke. My bad. On one of the last nights we were there, and we were walking back from the night session thingy, whatever. Um, there was a guy who stopped him and was like, "Oh my gosh, is that the tree dweller? Man, I'm your biggest fan." And then just kept going, and it was like, okay, what just happened? Um, and my brother turned to me, and I looked at him, and I went, that one wasn't a land peasant, that was a land person, because we all know that peasants aren't people. And this was at like 11 o'clock at night, and he just stared at me and shook his head slowly. It was incredible. Um, it was, it was an insane week of freaking land peasants for some reason. I don't even know. I don't know what was going on. Anything this week. Um, but yeah, Tuesday was interesting. I don't know that I did anything specifically especially fun Tuesday. I wouldn't want to tell someone a land peasant either. Yeah, it sounded like a completely random event that happened. Yeah, it was wild. Um, yeah, I don't even know, man. It's crazy. Oh, I believe it was around this time as well, like Tuesday something. And because for the like cafe area where we ate, they had like you would take your trays up to a window and hand it to people who are washing the dishes and stuff. And so at the and it seems that the guys who were washing dishes got tired of just saying thank you to everyone who came through or and didn't want to just be silent. Because every time somebody came through, they would say something completely ridiculous. Um, there was Happy Hanukkah at one point. Um, or there's like Merry Christmas was a good one. Happy Birthday sometimes. Uh, I think at one point they said Happy Ramadan. Um, like Merry Seventh Day of Christmas. And then proceeded to go off on a tangent about like what is the seventh day of Christmas? Like in the song 12 Days of Christmas. What did they get on the seventh day of Christmas? It was wild. Um, it it was very entertaining, but it was so much fun to go up there and be like, all right, what holiday is it today? Um, I don't know. It was fun. It was fun. Um, are you good? Are you good? Oh, there. This is pulled weird. We're gonna fix it. It's fine. Um, guys. My goodness, I wanted to stream for longer today. I said that we're gonna leave it like 1:45. Got like 15 more minutes. I didn't even finish the second wing. What? Man, I'm angry now. Angry. Oh, I have to take apart more of the thing. Gosh darn it! Mm, I'm very tempted to literally just give up on the red and just be like, all right, pink. I'm gonna do pink. But I don't know. Not now. Not now. Might in a little while. Spend the holiday wheel. Yeah. Yeah, literally, the random holidays that they pulled out were insane. Like, I don't even know. Um, it was wild. Um, else was there? I don't think there was anything else for Tuesday. There were all of the events that happened every day, and they happened on Tuesday as well because Tuesday was part of every day. We had Wednesday. Wednesday happened and was probably something important. I think. Sorry, I'm reading through my pages now. And okay, so I don't have any notes, so nothing too crazy happened during what's it? What's it? I know what I'm saying, I promise. Ooh, we're okay. Yeah, nothing too insane happened during Wednesday, I don't think. Wednesday went to a track time. When was that? I remember that one was boring. I think it was like a girl time thing, like girl talk, something or the other. And I don't remember a lot of it that happened. Um, it wasn't very engaging. Um, but yeah, that was a thing. Um, I don't know that anything else interesting really happened Wednesday. I'm trying to think. I know more fun events happened than I'm remembering, but I don't know what they were. And the Squad Wars thing again. And our team lost. Was so disappointed. We we did not win a single time this week. There were 3 teams, and one of the other teams won 3 times, and the other win a single time. Um, Try not to seem very wild with what happened. Yeah, definitely. The whole week was just insane, man. Maybe Frank could have made it better if only Frank would have fit one. Yeah, Frank makes everything better, you know? Always makes everything better. Um, yeah, yep. Um, the say I don't think anything was I don't think anything too crazy happened on Wednesday. It was just kind of a normal day. We talked about stuff. Um, One thing actually that I liked, in like the evening session thing, the guy who was talking, um, was saying things about like praying for your enemies, and he had the quote of pray for your enemies until you don't call them by that name anymore, which I liked that. That was good. Um, and then nothing after that happened. Oh, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday was the purple day. Tuesday I did blue, and Wednesday I did purple. And my purple contacts make it difficult to see, and so that whole day I was like squinting at everything and just trying not to trip over anything. But it was worth it because they were cool and they looked cool. Man, I'm literally just gonna spend the rest of the stream trying to take this apart. My goodness. I should have prepared more. I tried. I did as much as I could. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, all the stuff that happened Wednesday is, I don't think there was anything else. Um, I made new friends this week. I made a new friend. Um, that was fun. I talked to people. Um, and I somehow went from being the well, I don't know how they knew me beforehand. Um, but I somehow went from what I would assume being known as like, the quiet girl who always sits in the corner and is weird and doesn't really talk, to being known as the brutally honest one for some reason. I don't know how this happened or why, um, but I somehow gained the reputation as being brutally honest. Um, so it, I don't know. um, I don't know how that happened, but it was interesting. Frank does make everything better. Yes, 100%. Always. Yes, always. Purple does look great. Yeah, it's so much fun. I do believe that I'm officially out of purple eyeliner, which is real unfortunate, but it's okay. Can you imagine not trying to trip over anything? It would have been horrible if you did. Yeah. Yeah, it was probably a good thing that my mom didn't let me bring my platform boots to camp, but also I was very sad because I love those things. New friend, yeah, yeah. I made one new friend and started talking to other people more. So I would suppose multiple new friends would be technically the way to say it, but also I kind of had the other people as friends before I just talked to them more. Um, but yeah, it was fun. Um, and I kept I'm entirely uncertain as to how this happened, but because they started like being like, ah, yes, Curious, the brutally honest one, who just like says all of the things exactly how they are. And so I kept getting asked, like, hey, so like you're really good at being brutally honest. Exactly what did you think of me whenever you first met me? And I had to sit there and be like, I didn't like you because you laughed too loudly. Or not, that's, hold on, that one came across wrong. That none of the people were like that. Not that they laughed too loudly, but like, I didn't like you because I thought you were obnoxious. Um, and too girly and over the top for me to enjoy hanging out with you. Um, or like I didn't like you because you would talk to me for a few minutes and then you would seemingly forget I existed and go to talk to your other friends. And I was sitting there and saying this directly to their faces and it was something. It was something. Um but anyways, that was an experience for sure. Uh oh goodness, I gotta take off this band. Mm, the reason why I keep pulling them out to behind the camera to deal with the tying bands that I have to take off is because the easiest way I've found to do that is to literally bite them and pull them off, and I can't exactly do that in front of the in front of the camera. So, brutally honest reputation. I guess that's more positive than a lot of other stuff. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I find it so funny. I go from literally never expressing an opinion that goes against anybody else's, like, ever, um, to people coming to me and being like, "Hey, be brutally honest with me." Like, it's wild. It's wild. Don't know how it happened, but I suppose I am not I suppose it is a good thing. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I think they found it, I guess, entertaining, like how casually I would say a lot of stuff, um, that a lot of people wouldn't think of as casual. Um, like, um, there was there was one conversation I was in where we were talking about how, the, I think the second year at camp, so like 2023, that would have been. I got mistaken for a guy like three separate times. There was a child in my room. I don't want to tell the story with a child in my room. Give me a minute. You must leave first. Eh, one moment. Why are you Sorry, people are being ornery today. And by ornery, I mean my little brother is in an ornery mood. Um, I don't know what's going on with him. What's that? Oh, yeah, was, camp, yes. Um, we're at, um, we're at camp in 2023. I got mistaken for a guy like 3 separate times. And I was telling the stories, or I was telling the separate stories, and one of the girls I was talking with was like, "What did you get upset? Like, what? Why are you like this? What is okay?" Small child keeps coming into the room. Anyways, um, and he was like, "What did it like upset you? Like, what did you do about it? Like, were you offended?" And I was like, "Well, that was during the time where I identified as a man, so no, I was actually rather happy about it." And they both started laughing and were like, "What? You? What? That's an incredible thing to just say casually." But I don't know. It's just a thing to say. I don't know. But apparently that was wild. Um, so that happened. Um, People keep coming into the room. I'm aware that it's you again. What did I do here? Hold on. Cause it's this room. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Probably. Okay, we're good. You're good. Oh my goodness. Does sound wild. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's one of those things where I didn't really think about it before I said it, and then they started laughing, and I was like, "What? No, what? I don't know." Good, it happened. Yeah. Small child. Um, yeah. I, my apologies about that one. I don't know what's wrong with him today. I think he's likely just like, I don't know, he hasn't had anybody to annoy for the past week, and he also hasn't had anybody to fight for turns on like the TV and anything, so I don't know. I don't know, but that's okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go after doing this section of the wing, which means we almost did as much this time as we did last stream in an hour less, so I'll take it. And then before the next stream that I do of this, I'm gonna go back and watch the first VOD and make sure I did everything right. Um, I'm probably not gonna finish the wing off stream, but if I've done anything wrong, I will redo it to where it is correct. Yeah. What else do we got? Yeah, small child brother being wing Wednesday conversations. Yep, friend. Yes. Uh, People want to talk to me for some reason. That's new. Um, ooh, ooh, we're good. Okay. Hold on. Should this be? Ooh, no, wait. You go on first. Then that guy. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Just to double check the handiwork and whatnot. Yeah, and to make sure that I know what I'm doing. When I start the next stream. Um, yeah. So other fun stuff that happened. I don't remember what it was at the moment though. I know, get unstuck. Be normal. Please. Be reasonable. Mm, I don't recall exactly how I did this. We're gonna go with this. This is what we're going with. This is what it is now. This is what it is. And I will fix it if necessary because I just ad-libbed it the first time and so I'm concerned that I'm doing it wrong this time. Or rather that I'm doing it in a not symmetric way. That band just escaped. Like it just flew off and hit me in the chest. I found it. Wait, no. You gotta go back on here. Right. I know what I'm doing. Definitely. Definitely do it. Um, got other camp things. Man, I'm tired today. Where'd it go? Oh, why are you in there? Why are you like that? Yeah, camp things happening. There were other entertaining camp things that I can't remember now. But they did happen, I swear. Um, I'm just still in a tired, don't really know what's going on mood. Um, version of Rubber Band Sneak Attack. Yeah. Getting attacked. I still randomly think of that one time when I was cutting my nails and a piece of fingernail literally just flew away and like landed like inside like my shirt, and I'm like, how did you do that? Why? Like, that's impressive. Like, I don't know what I did to deserve that. And then I had to spend like 15 minutes trying to find it and get it out of my shirt. It was wild. Nail cutting should not be that difficult. Um, yeah, by the way, I think you wanted to do a FNAF lore collab at some point. Yes, 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 I do want to do that. Um, I don't know when we should plan on doing this. It might take me a while to prepare. Because I have a lot that I would want to talk about, but yes, I would love to do that. Yes. Um, yeah, that would be so much fun. Just I literally would just like I literally would just like spend like 3 to 4 hours just rambling about Five Nights at Freddy's lore. It'd be incredible. It'd be so much fun. It's a nail clip with a pro hardcore parkour nail. Yeah, evidently so. I I don't know how that happened or why. But I still find it funny. I think I might no, I think I deleted it. So I was gonna say, I think I might actually have like a recording of it happening, but I'm fairly certain I deleted that. Um, I don't know, it was weird. Um, yeah. Oh, bust right down. I forgot about this. I discovered that it only takes approximately an hour and 15 minutes of being incredibly bored and staring out the window before I just start writing songs. Um, and so throughout the trip to camp, I wrote, 3.5 songs? No, 2.5. Sorry. I wrote two and I started a third. Um, which I will be performing on a karaoke stream when I do the next one. So, we're, well, not both of them at the same time, probably, but yeah. Yeah, no. It was, yeah. We're, I actually really like both of the songs, so yeah, we're gonna mess with those in a little while. Um, yeah, it's fine. It'll be very fun. Yeah, I'm very glad that you think it would be fun because I would enjoy it. I would really enjoy that. I can't remember the last time that I just sat and like rambled about Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Um, so yeah, it'd be super fun. Always talk about it on Discord when you're ready. Okay, yeah. Probably talk about that later today. Once I've suppose recovered would be the best word. Recovered from stream. Why are you like that? Come, my friends. Why are you being unreasonable? Why am I turning into weird Puss in Boots? I don't know what I'm doing. As you can tell, I am still half asleep. I've literally gotten like maybe 6 hours of sleep a night, if that, for the past like week. And last night I didn't fall asleep until after midnight. So, yeah, tired stream. Woo. Um, I'm gonna get more sleep tonight. Promise. More sleep. I will go back. Okay, we're good. We are okay. Section is taking longer than I thought it would. My mom might be angry at me. It's okay. It is okay. We fine. Yeah. The only things I have in confession. I have his confession at 3 p.m. Hang out with beer on Sky afterwards. All right, fair. You could join Jay and I sometime or sometime after that. All right, cool. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Whenever that. I don't know. I'll try to figure out sometime. Um. Yeah, we can discuss that later. More sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I do need more sleep. Need so much more sleep. But it's okay. Why am I using this hook? I don't like that one. I don't know what I've been doing for the past like 30 minutes? No, hour, 2 hours. I don't know what I've been doing. Like, I literally have been using the wrong hook this whole time. Just sitting here, I didn't even realize this until this very moment. But, yeah. Here we are. There we go. Here, we all need more sleep at some point. Yeah, yup. Yes, definitely. Sleep is important, however, it is frustrating. I don't want to sleep. It's one of those things where it's like, yes, I should sleep, but do I want to? Absolutely not. I want to read and think about Five Nights at Freddy's and maybe write a song or two. And pulp with Shark. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's insane. I become insane when I haven't had enough sleep, but it is okay. It's okay. It shall be fine. Eventually. Why are you like this? Oh, okay, we're fine. Did I have more? I think I had more stuff to say. Oh, how about it? I think I had more stuff to say about camp, but I don't remember the words now. Um, Wednesday happened. Thursday. Um, oh, Thursday. We did uh like a packing meals for Haiti thing for track time, so we didn't go to any like different track times. It was just like we were packing meals for Haiti. I so frustrated with the people there. I'm gonna talk about that in 1 minute though because it's going to be a lot of talking. Um, Songwriting, yes, yes, so much fun. Love doing me some songwriting just out of nowhere randomly for no reason. Kind of songs are you planning if you're comfortable talking about it? Yeah, of course. I said dog. I think that was the dog just like pushed his bone under the door. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so it's I don't for the karaoke streams in general, I'm not certain. He's just pushing his bone further under the door. Anyways, karaoke streams, I don't know that I have because I've sung most of the songs that I enjoy singing currently, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of digging, find some ones that I wouldn't immediately think of. But I have plenty of songs for that. For the songs that I'm writing, they are because like this is like, you know, the easiest thing to write songs about at the moment. They are practically just like breakup songs. Um, but in my defense, if I write a breakup song, then I write a sad song. And if I write a sad song, then I get to put it in minor key and nobody questions it, which is great. I love minor key. I love accidentals, all the things. Um, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the book, see if I can sing a little bit of one. Um, no, we're gonna look at it. Um, mm, hmm. How do I desire your attention? Precisely. He's so wild like that. Mm, There's not any good section to just sing as like a preview of it. But yeah, so we've got those two songs. And then the third one that I started writing is a Jen Lost song. I don't really like what I did with that one so far, but I was writing it at like 10:30 p.m. and so I'm gonna go back and look at it again, try to fix it, do some more stuff with it. Sure, I've been doing some singing myself too. Yeah, it's fun. Like sometimes singing Labyrinth by CG5. Yes, I love that song. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, oh, I love that song so much. Man, yeah, that one. That one's a real fun one. Should do that one. What dog? Are you okay? Our dog's name is Sammy after Sam Mills, who was a former Carolina Panthers player because my mom is a Carolina Panthers fan. Um, that was mostly unrelated. I just wanted to say it. Yeah. So the packing meals for Haiti thing, I got really frustrated with the other people there because I don't. I feel when most people say that they don't understand how difficult it is to follow simple instructions, when most people say that, they mean it like um sarcastically almost. Like um I mean it like passive aggressively. That's the word I'm looking for. Like how difficult can it be to just follow instructions? I don't mean it passive aggressively. I'm legitimately confused as to why it's so difficult for some people to follow simple instructions. Like I get it when the instructions are unclear. I definitely get it. But it's like things with like dress code even. But it's like, hey, you have to wear like you aren't allowed to wear this type of outfit and then people wear that type of outfit. It's like I don't understand. I don't know. Did I hear you like that? What? Um and so like with the packing meals thing, had different people at each table. Some people were in charge of like scooping the food into the bag. Um and they didn't like they didn't put the gloves on at first, even though the video specifically said like if you're one of the people who's putting the food in the bags, you gotta have gloves on. Like you have to. And they didn't, and I kept being like, hey, you should put on some gloves. Um, like, hey, can you please put on your gloves? Can you please put on the gloves, please? And I eventually had to go over to the youth leader and be like, can you please tell them to put on gloves because they don't have gloves on. It was insane. I got really frustrated with them not following instructions that were, in my opinion, simple instructions. Like I would understand like the forgetting. Like that's fair. It's fair if you forget like a small instruction. Like the exact method that you have to like put the gloves on or something like that. But I don't know. It's it legitimately just like confuses me. Um how difficult some people seem to find it to follow simple instructions. I don't know. I feel like I'm being rude when I say that, but I'm not being. I'm gonna switch back over to the chatting screen actually, because this is this is the end for today, I believe. This is what we got here. I think it's symmetrical. It looks symmetrical enough. We'll see. We'll see. Um, yeah, yeah. Can do some singing together at some point. Yeah, absolutely. That would be so much fun. Could do. Yeah. Could do Labyrinth. Could do no, on one of the hey, I'm almost ready to go. I'm finishing up. Small child. Um, yeah, we can do because I know on that on one stream, I believe with Hal. Yeah, I think that one the stream with Hal. You're doing a Gregorian chant at one point. We could do something like that, but yeah, would be a lot of fun to do some singing together. I can be for Haiti. I can see what you mean about the instructions thing. It can be frustrating when people do that. Yeah, yes, I want to talk about it more, but I shouldn't because I'm just gonna start like ranting and getting way too upset at people. Like it really, really frustrates me how, I don't know. I don't know. There might be like a legitimate reason why they don't do it. It might just be like literally just that their brains work differently and they don't care as much about the specific instructions. I don't know. I don't know. But whatever's going on, it does end up being really frustrating for me. Um, oh, the other thing. I got a new hoodie on Thursday, I believe it was. We went past cafe place. No, yeah, it was a cafe. And they had like a gift shop in there. And I got a new hoodie. Um, say hoodie. It was a sweatshirt. It is a sweatshirt. Um, that says the camp's name on the front of it. That's literally all it is. It's just a black sweatshirt that has white letters on the front. And I got a 3XL size. Um, and it seems to run large, so it's about the size of like a 4XL or something. Um, and it is so soft on the inside, and I love it. It was like $38. So worth it. Was so worth it. Yeah, that's that was most of the camp experience. I don't think I have anything else specifically. Um, mm, um, not anything immediately. Um, yeah, then Friday, like Friday was basically just leave. The friggin' skit thing that they had going on ended so horribly. I don't know, because I don't even know how to explain it because there was like something with like the main girl, like her brother and one of her friends got in a car accident. Like, they were in different cars and hit one another, and her friend was like on life support and she was freaking out about it, and then the last section of it ended with her being like, my friend's mom is calling me, she's never called me, I'm too scared to pick it up. And her mom was like, well, you have to pick it up, like maybe it'll be okay. And she picked it up and then she said hello, and then that was the end, and I hated it. I don't know what was going on with that. It might have been fine if they'd explained like why they ended it, or like, yeah, it is ended there, but it just felt like they just stopped it before they did the last segment. I don't know. It frustrated me. It was real frustrating. Um, all good ideas we can discuss later. Yeah, absolutely. It's cool. I can imagine how soft it is. Yeah, it's so much fun. I love it. It's the best. I wore it the last day, even though it was like 90 something degrees outside. Like I wore it. I because of course I will. Um, yeah. See what you mean about a skit, like the cliffhanger at the worst time. Yeah, it was so horrible. Like there is a world in which it would make sense, but like they didn't do the things that they needed to do to get it to make sense, and it frustrated me so much. Like so badly. Um yeah. Yeah. Ooh, also while I was at Caswell, um oh, well, that's all right. Um Well, we were at camp. Um, the ah, I threw myself off. Oh, I discovered that I can take if I put on like my black lipstick and then I like cover it with a specific lip gloss that I have, it turns blue for some reason. The lip gloss is just clear and sparkly, but it turns blue over black lipstick for some reason. I don't know why, but I love that and I've worn it like every day since then. Um, so yeah, that's fun. Um, anyways, I think I have to be done now because my mom was wanting to leave 20 minutes ago, but it's okay. We finished talking. I don't think I have anything else to say. I have some stories from the worship or from the like teachings themselves. But I'm going to have to share those another time. Um, yeah, think I'm not going to be at my dad's house this Tuesday, so we're going to be able to do like a legitimate, reasonable stream, probably singing. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm most likely gonna do singing because I'm gonna be at my grandparents' house, so I won't be able to have hand cam. Um, Hi, child. I'm literally leaving now. Hi. Okay. My bad. I love it. My bad. This weather's bad, but it is kind of my bad for staying on stream so late. Anyways, um, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So Tuesday, I'm not gonna have my hand cam because I'll be at my grandparents' house. So I'm probably going to do a singing stream, potentially something to do with Gen loss. Because there's been some new stuff with that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out and stream tomorrow reading the FNAF book. Yeah, thank you for the stream. Yeah, of course. Thank you for being here. Really appreciated you being here and seeing you. See you later on Discord whenever that may be. Yep. Yeah, I'll see you later, Zerg. Yeah, thank you for being here. And yeah, thanks to everyone who tuned in. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to say. I keep saying and yeah because I think I have something else to say, and then realizing no, I don't actually have anything else other than more stories from camp, which I can't tell right now because I've already been approached 3 separate times and told to leave. Um, and yeah, there'll be another stream tomorrow, probably, hopefully, and I will not have to stop in the middle of a chapter. Um, I will try my best to, at least. It's always great hanging out with you. I'm really glad. Yeah. Um, yeah, well, dude, catching up things, I'll probably have to remove this VOD from Twitch. Uh, no, it's a nickname. I don't particularly mind. It was just a little bit freaking out in the moment. Um, but yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to mess with that, but I'll probably block it to put up on YouTube. But yeah, anyways, we'll stream again tomorrow and hope to see you all there.